Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group, and today is Friday, August 29, 2025. Happy Labor Day weekend. So, looking at the markets, a couple of quick things I wanted to point out. One, Nvidia. And, Nvidia had great numbers and a great report and a great conference call and all that, yet the stock was down. And I had this conversation with someone yesterday, and it basically talking about, yes, everything was good with Nvidia, and there's some other things. We could spend 10 minutes going through all the different data points. I guess there was a little bit of a disappointment in the amount of business from data centers, and there was a little bit of a lower guidance on future next quarter's revenues. It's amazing that the company does 50% growth year over year at a company, that's that size. That's amazing. But again, the point is that this company and this stock is priced for perfection. It's a very overvalued stock. Great company, but very overvalued by any metric that you would look at. And I think that's where the rub is, that so much good news was priced in. It was hard for them to get over that line and make that hurdle. And so the stock sold off a little bit, but at the end of the day, the stock market, as measured by the S&P 500, closed at another all-time high, which is the 20th one for this year. So, again, I think what Nvidia being overpriced, overvalued, also reflects what's going on in the larger stock market, that there's so much complacency. Yes, everything's going to go well, and there's really, all the negatives are just kind of being ignored. And, that's a risk. Now, does it happen that, we end up crashing at some point? I don't think so, but I do think that there may be some turbulence sometime in September as just some sort of correction of this powerful move that we've made from the April lows. And certainly there are, a lot of issues out there, geopolitical. Congress comes back, and that's never a good sign. And who knows, we've got, some budget, the budget fights coming up, and the end of the fiscal year is September 30th. So a lot of things going on, but again, I think Nvidia reported great numbers, and people are just curious or scratching their heads as why didn't the stock go up? Well, a lot of that was priced in, and it's such a overvalued and it's priced for perfection. So that'll be it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend, and hope you enjoy your Labor Day weekend. We'll be back on Tuesday. Goodbye.